Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining. So, guys, today market is again reacting positive. Market is up. Festive season has started. The sales have begun for FMCGs. Probably FMCGs, electronic, and all home appliances, specifically ACs, monitors. Now, here the Dixon technology plays a big part in this, though it is not listed for B2B businesses. So I will say avoid it as of now. But if I have a broader look on it, probably B2C a B2B in that space, Dixon looks better. But since we don't have anything to, I will say bang on something like, data points. So we'll not talk all these things in interviews, but if asked, which will be beneficial companies, obviously Dixon Technology is the one. So I think many of you have sent me the same news on auto, but I think, yes, you want to start with Honda?
Yes, sir. Like
Yeah.
Hyundai made an 11,000 a record. They witnessed a record 11,000 bookings on day one itself of the Navaratri festival. And like Maruti Suzuki, they got around 80,000 inquiries on the first day, and they made around 25,000 deliveries, and that is expected to increase to 30,000 deliveries within this week itself.
Okay.
And so Maruti saw a jump of almost 50% in the small car bookings.
Yeah. So 80,000. Maruti's booking was around 80,000.
So inquiries is 80,000. Bookings is 25,000, I think.
Okay. Booking. Okay. Booking is
25,000 is the
25.
deliveries.
Okay. Okay.
And sir, like, okay, should I continue?
Yeah. Yeah. Continue. Yes.
So I read about Pidilite Industries.
Hmm.
So for example, around 2 lakh crore is going to be in the hands of the consumer. And a lot of these consumers are going to invest in renovating their homes or using home improvement products. So when they are going to invest in home improvement products like tiles, marbles, granite, they will surely need adhesive to stick them.
Correct.
So Pidilite Industries will benefit indirectly from that, from the discretionary expenditure on home improvement products.
Oh, 20 lakhs. Okay.
And they want to maintain an EBITDA margin of 20 to 24%. And they are also a new player in the paints market, which is highly competitive. So that's why they are focusing on the rural markets rather than the cities.
Okay. So tier two, tier three, probably.
Yeah. And the last news was that there is a new fund. It is related to the economy. 1 lakh crore urban challenge fund, which will feature 300 cities and a population of 1 lakh, where like they will take the possession of old abandoned public buildings like prisons and granaries, like old prisons and granaries, and repurpose it for the use of the cities. So around 300 cities and 1 lakh people are supposed to participate in this fund. And 25% of the fund contribution was will be from the center, and the rest will be borne by the private players and the state government.
But what is this fund used for?
It is like they are going to take possession of old abandoned buildings like old prisons, granaries, like maybe a textile mill, and they're going to repurpose it for the use of the cities.
Okay. Okay. Repurpose the use of the cities. Fine. I think, okay, urban push. Okay. Yes. Good one. Ashutosh, anything again, same on the Maruti? Maruti or maybe another festive season?
Yeah, sir.
You have given
Yesterday
one
I
data point.
presented about the auto
Hmm.
regarding GST receipt. So similar news today
Hmm.
regarding hotels industry. So as the festive season is coming up and GST rates are down from 12% to 5%, uh, for hotel rooms up to 7,500 rupees. So this will um, aid the consumer to plan more trips and vacations. Furthermore,
Come again. Plan more trips and vacations. Sorry.
uh, like they will, because of the festive season, they would book more hotels. Also,
Okay.
the rates have also decreased. That's why.
Okay.
There was a news regarding the commentary by Hyatt, Radisson, and ITC hotels that they are keeping their room tariffs unchanged. Um,
Okay.
So they would not be increasing the prices of their rooms. Uh, so the end consumer would benefit, such as the travelers.
Okay.
So furthermore, I mm, researched on lemon tree, like the number of keys uh, the hotel owns. So lemon tree has over 10,000 rooms, and the major five listed players in hotel industry is IHCL, ITC, Mahindra Holidays, EIH, and Chalet Hotels. So these are the five players in terms of revenue.
Okay.
Then mostly the news was regarding that mid-market hotels, that is
Absolutely.
in the price range of between 3,000 to 7,500 would see a bigger boost, as the middle class uh, would like to like stay in these hotels. So this would impact majorly Ginger, which is an IHCL brand, as well as Lemon Tree Hotels. So this was the news I covered, sir.
It was also written, Hyatt, a room of Hyatt centric Candlelam in Goa now cost 5,600. Now, that's quite cheap. No,
Yeah, sir.
Hyatt costing 5,600 in Goa because of the GST cut.
Sir, I have to add just 2 points because it is
Hmm.
very important.
Mm-hmm.
So Maruti Suzuki made a very bold statement that they have never seen such a customer demand in the last 35 years.
Correct.
So in the last 35 years, this is the first time where they have record bookings and deliveries. And the thing is, I've read that luxury products will not see any price change, and a lot of retail stores have already bought the goods at 18% or 28% GST, and now it is 5%. So they are first going to clear the old stock, and then only the new stock will be
Yes, correct.
sold at lower prices.
Correct. So I think there was only 60 days of inventory left, which I think, but not there, but we were reading a news that there are quite unsold inventories in the market. Around some 6 lakh units were about to sell in market. So probably they will, first sell those units, and then, so we have to see that whether the dispatches increases for Maruti. Yesterday there was a news, yesterday or today only, I think in Business Standard, I will just tell you, yes, I will show you. The Business Standard, the small cars, specifically are growing. And Maruti has said that exports. Just have a, I read it today in some newspaper. Just a minute. We were talking about the exports. Yeah, just share my screen. I was reading this. I don't know whether it's today's news. It's not there in the newspaper as such. Rising exports, SUVs to drive Hyundai earnings. Nomura retains by. Now, in this specifically, they have also mentioned about the Maruti, where they are selling their export products. So probably the major market was Mexico, Africa, West Africa, specifically in West Asia. So West Asia, even Japan comes into Maruti because Maruti specifically sells Jimny to Japan. So there was also a news about only small cars vehicles are sold. The top selling cars which were exported were Swift, Baleno, Swift Desire. These were the top three cars, which was, and Jimny was the fourth one. So this out of the four, the three cars is specifically into the sub 4 segment category. So in that 4 segment category, so it is assumed that people are buying, but this is a quite price sensitive market, and people want to buy smaller cars. They don't want to get a bigger cars, probably in the African countries or maybe the export nations. Honda has also commented that they only sell i10 specifically, which has been sold, which has been exported. So people like the car because of its new feature. It was there in some kind of news. I am not sure whether it was this paper
Sir,
or not,
in
but
the news, it was like GST has been reduced from 28% to 18%
mhm.
plus cess. So I have a doubt that the cess has also been removed or the cess is there. On sub 4 meter cars, it was written.
No, GST has been raised. Cess is there. Cess is there.
Okay,
So that is why ना वो प्राइस डायरेक्टली 18% से नहीं गिरा ना, 10% से गिरा है.
okay.
So this I was talking about the export market specifically. We were talking about when we did an automobile workshop. Those who have not done it, have a look at it, because in the automobile workshop we saw that exports are increasing. And a good reason for that was just 1 second, exports.
Sir, it
Sir,
was in Business Standard
which line?
only. The article name was Small Cars Drive Present PV
Okay,
Export.
small car drives. Okay,
Hmm.
I'm not able
PV
to get it.
exports.
PV exports. Okay, yeah, this one. Yeah, this was Swift, Maruti Export, Swift, Baleno, Desire models that was staggering 43% growth in the export market. Okay, so this is what the entire I will say the export market is talking about. So export is booming, domestic is booming for the automobile, obviously because of GST cut, export. So over so now automobile looks in a good shape, which I will say in the last I am tracking Maruti since 2017, 2015 rather. 15 say 25, 10 years. 17 was the peak for Maruti, which was around 10,000 rupees. From there today, till maybe the before the GST cut, the auto sector has underperformed the entire Nifty. Now, I have a bullish on this sector. So I have been accumulating these stocks from quite a long time because I was seeing that this auto sector isn't performing. The Nifty is performing. Now, something has changed on the economy front of view that the prices have declined. That is why you see a lot of growth in the automobile sector. So coming in the future, probably now we have to find which automobile companies makes the most of it. Okay.
So in this article itself, it is given that Maruti is the largest exporter from
Hmm.
FY22, and it is growing from April to August 25. It is growing at least 12.5% in exports.
Yeah. What we are seeing now, we are looking at the automobile workshop. So automobile export is growing on a yearly basis. Okay, Harshal, anything on
Sir, I
India
want
news?
to add one more point in the
Mhm.
hotel sector.
Okay,
Sir, last month Ginger added about 10 properties, and currently Ginger plus Clark segment of IHCL has around 3,000 rooms. So
okay,
by FY30, they plan to get the revenue share of 10% by these two brands, Ginger and Clarks. So this was
okay,
the update.
okay. So the major news in this, Ashutosh, was specifically about that Hayat Taj.
Yeah,
Now, when you say that mass segment is growing, but probably this segment is also growing because of the high GST cut.
yeah.
Okay,
Hayat is also, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, Harshal.
Yes, sir. I have a news from renewable energy space.
Okay,
It is taken from Financial Express. So the headline is a GST cut to 5% to save 1 to 1.5 trillion rupees for the renewable energy sector by 2030. The Union
okay.
government has cut GST on renewable energy value chain from 12% to
Harshal,
5%.
yesterday I have told you not to use your words twice. Told na
Yes,
GST cut
yes,
of 5%. Now
yes,
again, why are you going on GST? You are not here to read the newspaper. You are here to
okay.
present it, analyze it. So bar, we are not reading newspapers. And I know this is written in newspapers and you have copy pasted this. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Present. Yeah, sir.
can go.
Yeah.
Uh, this comes as India aims to achieve 500 gigawatt of installed renewable energy capacity, of which 252 gigawatt has already been commissioned. This move is expected to accelerate the capacity addition in the remaining pipeline. Lower tax incidences will reduce the
No, one
cost of
second, one
utility
second,
space.
one second, Harshal.
Yes.
You wrote all this news. First of all, it is written so big. So now when you have mentioned companies over here, Adani Green Energy, Tata Power Renewable, Borosil Renewables, Sterling Winsels, NTPC,
Yeah.
can you tell me the difference between all the products that they are selling?
Adani Green, like I didn't read out very detailed, but on like overall, I can say Adani is into operating the solar things,
Do
and
you do you buy solar power?
Borosil on
Do you buy solar power?
solar. Yes.
Do you buy
Sorry.
solar power? Do you buy solar power?
No, sir. No.
Then have you seen any of your friends buying it? Family members buying it?
Mm, no, sir.
We have specifically mentioned now not to use all these sectors. You were there in the class, right? On Sunday.
Mm,
What was the criteria to read? What was the fourth point?
avoid the sectors which we are not
Then,
into.
then why are you writing news on this? See, the problem is not about writing it. You read this news. Good general knowledge, it is perfectly fine. No issues in that. I'm not saying that this news is wrong. The problem is when you talk about this news in the interview, the first thing I will ask you what is the difference between the companies,
Okay.
because you have to tell the news as if you are the owner of the company. That you are the owner of the company. And because of this, GST cut, I will one of my product will increase, and Tata will not. Maybe Tata's product is not that specific that it will lead to any significant change. If you don't know about the competitors, if you don't know about your own pricing, if you have never purchased it, never seen it, probably avoid it because it will not make any sense.
Okay, sir.
So guys, this is a problem I see from many others that this is the reason people don't take you as intern as well. Specific instructions you are not following. I'm not saying, Harshal, that it is wrong. It is perfectly fine to read it. It's not wrong. No one is right or wrong in the industry. It is just about following the instructions. So when you are doing an internship, if you write something, let's say morning, I get up at 4 a.m., 4 a.m. and today is 10, now is 10 a.m. 6 hours. If I'm spending and you come up with this news, I will go mad at you as a manager. कि तुमने पूरे दिन में ये बकवास न्यूज लेके आया मेरे लिए. So that is how the strict the IB is. If you are not giving you see me, I am up for last six hours. अभी 6 hours I am already in a sense कि मैं कभी भी सो सकता हूँ. And in that sense, you come and tell me something like this, which has nothing to do with the history. Why would I even spend a second on you? Even for free, I will not even take you as a free for internet. So specifically mentioned, don't give, I have a fund. I don't invest in all those companies. You did it on your own. It's totally fine. Now, the reason why, why this mentorship is important, because I am an analyst, you are working for me. If you can follow my instructions specifically, I can tell you, okay, this guy can follow the instructions specifically. Then tomorrow, if you are following a power sector, auto sector, you know what exactly you need to talk about. Before telling a news, what detailed information, news that you need to go through. That is why the training is there on the weekends. You ask whatever silly doubts you want, but when it's on Monday to Friday, believe me, I am in a state that I can go mad at anyone because just you are my student. Obviously, I have, you are not my employees. But what if you are my employee? I will go mad at you and saying, मुझे ये लोग नहीं चाहिए मेरे साथ. I can do on my own. So I have made this habit of getting up at 4 a.m. every day, irrespective what I'm doing. So if you can follow this, so becoming analyst is very important. 6 hours is a huge time. 6 hours you can clear one NISM exam morning. So okay, so Arshal, be careful.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Okay,
I will keep.
okay.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah, Harsh. Yeah, Harsh.
Sir, if there are some industries that are growing, there would be some industries that also be declining because of the GST reforms, right? Because
Correct.
there's always this win-lose thing, like some win, some lose. So, which are the
Correct.
industries which will be affected by the GST reforms in the negative way?
See, there is no affected as such. See, demand. See, where the demand was not there. See, what has happened specifically where GST demand has increased, where GST was already there. And let's say pharma. Pharma, there is no cut on the pharmaceutical sector. So the demand is
Okay.
as per the market. IT
I
demand is declining.
industry which has affected by GST could be a same industry for like tobacco or alcohol
Ah,
beverages because the GST have
Okay.
increased from 28 to 40.
okay, yeah, yeah, probably the alcohol industry. So now what happened? There was an article which says that people who drink alcohol, people who drink cigarettes, they don't care about the price increase. Just
Yeah,
that.
that is of course the
There was, yeah,
elasticity of
yeah,
demand there is very inelastic. It
elastic,
does not
correct,
does not depend on price, it depends on the habit of the consumer. But who
correct.
have just started new can
New, probably.
exit from the market.
They will shift their, consumption from
And
Correct.
sir,
major.
like companies like Pidilite and Greenply, They are B2B companies, like Pidilite
Correct.
provides adhesive to for tiles and granites.
Hmm.
But in the sense, we can find it out, right? If there are too many buildings being
Correct.
constructed,
Yes, yes.
so we can follow those companies, right? Because
Yes, yes, we can. So you have
Also,
to follow the
Pidilite,
real estate sector, and that was another. You see, for when I started first, electronic, Amazon sale is going on, so electronics. So you track the electronic sector, and then you come on the views that because electronic is growing, Dixon will grow. So because real estate is growing, maybe green ply will grow. But problem is that we don't have specific data on it. It's B2B. So refrain from talking much in the interviews. Yes, sir. Means there are data. See, there are data available. We don't have it. That's the problem. We don't know it. तो तुमको अगर पता है ग्रीन प्लाई में क्या फर्क है, नीलकमल में क्या फर्क है, तो बेटर यू कैन स्पीक ऑन इट. है मतलब देयर आर पीपल हु नोज अबाउट इट. वन ऑफ माय फ्रेंड इज गुड एट इंटीरियर्स. उसको सब कुछ पता है. He knows everything about the interior. So he keeps on talking about it. I don't understand. I said, I don't understand what is interior. I'm not interested also in knowing, what is, how many products are there. So it's totally fine. Yes, you can also talk on it. But specifically, you should know the major industry and then come on the ancillary parts. Okay.
and
So,
sir, talking about like which industry is affected due to GST, so we can say that like there was no reduction in some of the products like apparels above 2,500. So like those industries which like those companies which produce such goods where no changes in GST, they might be affected where no
नहीं,
reduction.
but it will not be affected ना. जो डिमांड नहीं था उसमें कुछ चेंज ही नहीं हुआ ना.
Yeah,
डिमांड
yes,
सिर्फ इंक्रीज हुआ है. ऐसा कुछ जीएसटी बढ़ा इसका दूसरे सेगमेंट का डिमांड इम्पैक्ट थोड़ी हुआ. दैट इज कैनिबलाइजेशन. तो वो तो ठीक है. दैट इज नॉट अ पार्ट ऑफ डिमांड डिक्रीज और इंक्रीज. मतलब
yes,
ऐसा नहीं होगा ना कि तुमको एसयूवी लेना था, तुमने जान उसके पैसा कम हो गया तो तुमने हैचबैक जाके ली. तो नहीं होगा.
no,
तो नहीं
no,
होगा ना. ऐसा तो नहीं होगा. ऐसा भी नहीं होगा कि तुमको मर्सिडीज लेनी थी और प्राइस इसके कम हो गई. मारुति के प्राइस कम हो गए तो जाकर तुमने मारुति बाई किया. So
no, sir.
demand has not changed because of GST. Correct, वो एक था. Nikhil has rightly mentioned that tobacco industry or alcohol industry में increase हुआ है, but people don't care in that industry. उनको फर्क
Yes,
नहीं
sir.
पड़ता है कि ये ना पैसा बढ़े या कम हो. तो ये आर्टिकल था बड़ा. निखिल ना एक आर्टिकल आया था इकोनॉमिक टाइम्स में, ह्यूज आर्टिकल saying that no, the demand will not get impacted for luxury products and sin products. तुम उसका 40 तक का क्या 100% बढ़ा दो, फिर भी लोग तो लेने वाले हैं.
Of course, every story has its pros and cons. Like मैंने
Yeah,
बहुत पहले वो पढ़ा था कि because of UPI, chocolate industry is declining because छुट्टे में अब वो पहले हम चॉकलेट मिलता था, अब
हाँ,
now people are 1 रुपए भी UPI कर सकते हो आप.
correct, correct.
So can I go next?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead,
Represent my
please.
news.
Yeah,
My
go ahead.
news is also on Maruti only. So biggest revenue driver for Maruti is SUVs and UVs, which accounts for 42% of their total revenue. And today there was a advertisement in Financial Express as well. In that, it is because of the GST around 1 lakh rupee is price is reduced for Grand Vitara, and the festive offer is of 1,30,000. So overall, it is around 2,30,000 plus 5 year extra warranty. So
Okay.
this will also drive up the price of Grand Vitara, mini SUVs, Brezza, and all, which accounts for the highest share of the Maruti revenue. So Maruti is expecting to have at least a 30,000 crore business during this festive season. How it, how you have come up upon this 30,000 crore business? Just simply what I did is I take out an average of the last year's total revenue by total sale number of units and multiplied this revenue by twice the amount of festive sale Maruti did last year in the financial year 24. So it was around financial year 24, Maruti sold around 2.5 lakh units. So it is expected 2x this year. They will, because of the GST and the festive boom, they will sold around 5 lakh units. And I just around multiplied the 5 lakh units with the average selling price of Maruti in the financial year 24.
Financial. So now the average selling price will increase because of the higher portion of the SUVs in it.
Correct.
Okay.
And All2 and this Express and all is also declining. It is around only 5%. So those small cars won't be affected that much because with the GST, because people are shifting into hybrid model as well, which accounts for which is in their Grand Vitara and Fronx, and they're also shifting to SUVs rather than hatchbacks and mini sedans.
They have also given this data that they are planning to double their SUV sales in the next coming years with two new launches. So Vitaros is the one, and I think the Vitara E Vitara is the second one.
That I
They're
didn't
planning,
know. And
they are
also, so
planning to
yesterday
double.
I read news about Reliance Industries. RCPL is going to launch Campa Shore, the
Campa Shore,
packet
yes, yes.
bottle water, which is gonna be a disruptor because
That's the
I personally have very much interest in it because back in the home, in the family business we have distributorship of Tata Copper water bottle and also Parle Agro product which is Bailey. So both the
okay.
price has come is priced at for 1 liter is priced at 20 and
20, no,
Campa
no,
Shore
correct.
is launching 1 liter at rupee 15
15,
only.
15.
So this is
That's
gonna be a
really,
disruptor. And also they have their own setup of distribution channel through Campa Cola, which accounts for 10% of RCPL total revenue. And Campa Cola just launched on August 10 this year.
and last year, no? Campa Cola
This year,
IPL
so
के time में,
Campa Cola was launched this year only, I
IPL के
guess.
time launch किया था, IPL के time launch किया था. अच्छा, this year, sorry,
This
March
year,
this year, yeah.
this year March they have launched. Launch they August में किया पर planning and announcement IPL के time पे कर दिया था.
Okay, okay.
So RCPL RIL is gonna be severely would be an stocks to look for. मतलब, according to
RL, okay, now they are splitting, no? They are splitting up the rail business and the Geo business. तो वो लोग split करने वाला है Reliance में से, demerge करने वाला है, in fact.
RIAI पे तो आ रहा था Reliance Intelligence or something.
Reliance, पता नहीं
In
वो उनका जो Reliance कंज्यूमर का जो बिजनेस है ना, वो मेजरली Reliance इस पे ही चलता है, वो रिटेल पे ही चलता है. तो वो लोग
correct.
Reliance रिटेल अलग करने वाले हैं एंड वो
There
FMCG
also
वाला.
one already existing packet of water bottle which is called Independence
It is
of
there.
Reliance. It is there.
अच्छा, इंडिपेंडेंस ऑफ रिलायंस. ओके, ओके,
Independence water bottle आती है packed bottled water which is also
ओके,
in there in existence. That is also a disruptor because they were selling at 20 they were giving 1.25 liters.
ओके, ओके. So I think, yeah. So I think there is a news. Ankita, can you tell the Varun Beverages news? Sorry, the PepsiCo news. Sorry, Ankita.
Sure, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, so there was a little update regarding the PepsiCo. PepsiCo has launched Kurkure Jawar Puffs, bringing millets into its popular snack range. So, with more people choosing healthier foods and the government pushing millets, this move gives shoppers a tasty yet better for you option.
Okay,
Yeah, and it blends the goodness of Jawar with the fun crunch of Kurkure to appeal to both health conscious buyers and young snack lovers.
okay.
Yeah.
So there was a data point in that. So
Uh, Sir, it was only mentioned that the companies like ITC, Nestle, Marico, they are also including these millets snacks in their portfolio.
I was saying, yeah. So this is we are moving. So Nikhil, there's this also reason that PepsiCo has come up with a beverages price which is quite lower, and Reliance is also there who is disrupting the energy segment
So
product.
Aquafina is produced by Varun Beverages only in India.
Yeah, even PepsiCo sells Varun Beverages sells PepsiCo in India,
Correct,
Pepsi products. So this
correct.
Reliance, so the news that you were talking about Reliance, it will indirectly impact Varun Beverages.
Indirectly, it will impact Varun Beverages, Tata Consumers, Parle Agro, and also
Parle
this
is not
entire
listed.
Campa Cola plant is set up in Guwahati, Assam. And I come from Bihar, and so I can say that in the north, east and north side of the of India,
Hmm.
there are many regional players in the bottled segment, bottled water category. And Reliance launching Campa Show will be surely be gonna be disrupting in the entire industry, and
I
this
agree.
regional players will wipe out in the longer time.
Yes.
Sir, just to add on, even there was a news about Coca-Cola in the same water segment and etc.
Yeah, yeah.
So Coca,
SM bottles are growing. It was not of Coca-Cola, it was of the bottles,
yes, sir.
SMLG company.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Mhm.
actually in the news it has been given that non-aerated juices is 5% and plant-based milk drinks is 5% GST. So considering that, there will be more demand for such soft drinks, right? Because of
Correct,
the expensive nature of Pepsi and Campa Cola. They will
correct,
go for
correct.
more fruit juices like Tropicana or Maaza, which are not.
Real also is very out. Yeah. Sorry, Krinjal, you were saying something.
Yes, sir. That was the even Coca-Cola is expanding its business and 30% almost they are reducing the prices by 30% almost. They're about to cut their prices on drinks like Maaza and Kinley water bottles. They're about to cut their prices by 30%. And they are plans to invest, they are going to plan to invest 8,000 crore for the next 6 year expansion.
Okay, still expansion, fine. So guys, this news is about Prince is talking about the Coca-Cola company. So they are talking about the bottle production growth. Now, there is a company who sells bottles to Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola has also said that the beverages in market is expected to grow because of GST cut and people buying, as rightly mentioned Nikhil and Yash, that GST cut. So उनको फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, बॉटल तो सब में लगते हैं.
Sir, and also I have
Bottle, I
read the
guess.
data for this company Coca-Cola का कि ये like in the financial year 2025 their gross turnover was around 8,000 crore and in 26 they are like planning to do it to go to 9,000 crore और upcoming 5 years उन्होंने forecast किया है कि the turnover would be around 20,000 crore sir.
Yeah, yes. So it's crazy amount of growth.
Yes sir.
Bottles, I guess, sir, Uflex बनाता है for Varun Beverages
Uflex
and
बनाता है,
PepsiCo.
correct, हाँ.
Yes sir.
Uflex,
Sir but
Uflex I think
ये
glass
तो
देता है, हाँ.
SLMG beverages की तरफ से news आया था sir.
Correct, correct.
सर
SLMG
जैसे
भी
पार्ले जी
listed है
का
क्या? Listed है SLMG beverage? I'm not sure. नहीं है. Sorry, क्या बोल रहे हो यश?
सर जैसे लाइक पार्ले जी का पैकेट छोटा कर दिया, मेरे को लगता है पेप्सी भी वैसा करेगा, छोटा कर देगा बॉटल, बिकॉज they won't
Probably,
increase the price, I feel. I don't know then.
probably.
पार्ले जी का पैकेट छोटा नहीं किया, उसके रेट्स कट हुए हैं by
नहीं,
70%.
पार्ले जी का पैकेट भी छोटा कर दिया है, पहले जितना
नहीं,
पैकेट.
लोग क्या बोल रहे थे, तो कैसा है, there are two types, यश. पार्ले जी का जो 5 रुपए का पैकेट है ना, वो लोग ने छोटा नहीं किया, उसमें वो लोग ने ग्राम्स बढ़ाए. बट जो बड़ा पैकेट है वो लोग ने छोटा किया, ऐसा किया.
Correct.
ओके.
तो 5
So
10
there are the
रुपीज के पैकेट को चेंज नहीं किए.
मेन 3 प्रोडक्ट्स है, 3 रुपए का, 5 रुपए का, 10 रुपए का.
10 रुपए
तीनों
का,
के
हाँ.
प्राइसेस कम किए हैं, वेट और पैकेजिंग सेम है सर.
ओके.
अच्छा. So you guys, yeah, when we were talking about FMCG, we have mentioned the companies. So specifically, I told Ankita to read the PepsiCo news. वहाँ पे ITC, Britannia, Tata Soulful, Marico, Nestle are incorporating millets in their product line. So this is a premium product. Now PepsiCo is also entering in it. हम अगर कॉन्फ्रेंस कॉल पढ़ रहे काफी टाइम से, तो बोल रहे कि वी आर गोइंग इनटू मोर हेल्दियर फूड. सो अगर इफ यू वांट टू टॉक अबाउट कॉम्पिटिटर्स, तो ITC तो था पहले से. ब्रिटानिया भी, आई एम नॉट श्योर व्हाट ब्रिटानिया इज डूइंग इन द हेल्दी प्रोडक्ट्स. मैरिको था, नेस्ले भी है. ब्रिटानिया आई एम नॉट श्योर व्हाट इज दे आर डूइंग. देख लेना कि ब्रिटानिया क्या कर रहा है, उसमें कौन से नया प्रोडक्ट ला रहा है. ओके. So guys, I think Siddharth had a doubt on his report. Siddharth, you are there? Second, guys, I will just
Yes, sir.
put the time in there. Siddharth, I have just reviewing your reports. See, conference call highlight मैंने तुमको बोला था, वो रिपोर्ट पढ़ लो जो हमने किए है ना, वीडियोस है, वो वीडियोस देख लेना. सिद्धांत, ऐसा नहीं लिखते पॉइंटर्स, कभी भी पॉइंटर्स में नहीं लिखते. तुमको एनालिसिस करना है. ये पॉइंटर्स ना AI मुझे 10 सेकंड में दे देगा, इसको कर दो ना अपलोड इस पे, वो मेरे को तुमसे अच्छा लिख के दे देगा. जस्ट गो अहेड, वी डोंट राइट इन पॉइंटर्स. स्टोरी होना चाहिए. स्टोरी नहीं हुआ तो तुम्हारे रिपोर्ट को कोई मतलब नहीं. कौन पढ़ने भी वाले तुम, कैन यू इवन प्रेजेंट दिस? अगर अबाउट रीडिंग, प्रेजेंट भी कर सकते हो, क्या क्या लिखा है तुमने, कौन सा सेगमेंट कहाँ पे रिलेट हो रहा है. मतलब एज अ एनालिस्ट आई विल नॉट इवन लुक एट दिस रिपोर्ट, क्योंकि मुझे पॉइंटर्स नहीं पढ़ने, हाईलाइट्स नहीं चाहिए मुझे. मुझे चाहिए कि मैं महिंद्रा बाय करूँ या नहीं करूँ, ये एट द एंड पे ये कंक्लूजन आना चाहिए. एंड वो स्टोरी के साथ आना चाहिए. किसी सेल्स बढ़ रहा है, तुम्हारे ट्रैक्टर सेगमेंट में ग्रोथ हो रहा है, तो क्यों हो रहा है, क्या चेंजेस हुआ है, क्या ग्रोथ हुआ है, कितना मार्केट शेयर था, अभी कितना हुआ है. तुमने बीच में 3 व्हीलर लिखा है, इधर ESUVs के बारे में लिखा है, LCV के बारे में लिखा है. ऐसा नहीं होता है. SUV के बारे में तो SUV के बारे में ही लिखो, 3 व्हीलर से 3 व्हीलर्स के बारे में लिखो. वापस यहाँ पे महिंद्रा कंटिन्यूस ट्रैक्टर मिड टू हाइट इन यूवीज, यहाँ पे यूवी, यहाँ पे यूवी. सो जस्ट लुक एट दैट रिपोर्ट. सिद्धांत, मतलब वो जो वीडियोस है ना, हमने
Yes.
लास्ट 2-3 दिन के ही किए थे आई थिंक. देखना, रिपोर्ट राइटिंग का था, क्वार्टरली रिपोर्ट को कैसे लिखते हैं, कितना डीप जाके रिसर्च होता है, तब जाके रिपोर्ट बनती है. ओके. फॉर्मेट में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, दिस इज परफेक्टली फाइन. फॉर्मेट भी क्यों है, ये पॉइंटर्स क्यों है, क्या बताना चाहते हो. 9798.6 यूनिट. हमने उस दिन ऑटोमोबाइल में भी बोला कि नहीं करना है, पॉइंटर्स नहीं डालने हैं, और इसके बाद एक कॉमा होना चाहिए. इधर एक डेसिमल है, इधर डेसिमल नहीं है, ऐसा क्यों. डेसिमल्स नहीं डालते. डेसिमल सिर्फ तभी डालते हैं जब एक डिजिट हो कोई, और EPS में खासकर डालते हैं. EPS में ही डालते हैं सिर्फ. ये तुमको बोला था सीधा करना चाहिए, ठीक है। फिर यहाँ पे जब तुम टू व्हीलर्स के सेल्स है, पहली बात तो इतना बड़ा क्यों है ये, वाई इज दिस सो बिग, इतना बड़ा हेडिंग होता है क्या? मैंने बोला था ना स्पेसिफिक, इट शुड बी इन लाइन। एंड यहाँ पे तुम्हारे लोगोज आते हैं, तो ये बीच में आना चाहिए एग्जैक्टली, बिकॉज दिस इज योर पेज, दिस इज योर पेज, तो इसके बीच में आना चाहिए वो। देखो यहाँ पे वापस, हाउ डज इट मेक सेंस टू सेल 338.8 यूनिट्स, क्या फर्क पड़ने वाला है तुम 338 बोलो तो? 3 डिजिट्स नो
I'll
डेसिमल
change.
रिक्वायर्ड, 3 डिजिट्स नो डेसिमल रिक्वायर्ड, 2 डिजिट एक डेसिमल चल जाएगा। 2 डिजिट है तो दो और 1 डिजिट में एक डेसिमल चल जाता है, क्योंकि 2 डिजिट काफी छोटे हो जाते हैं। whenever it is 3 digits, never use a decimal. Okay, when you talk about passenger vehicles saw a 0.9% decline, why? यहाँ पे आना चाहिए हेडिंग में, this will write that क्या है, कंज्यूमर डिलेस लेड टू पैसेंजर व्हीकल डिक्लाइन टू 0.8 पॉइंट। ये डेटा पॉइंट नहीं बताना, इसका रीजन के साथ बताना है। जीएसटी डिक्लाइन लेड टू अ पैसेंजर व्हीकल, स्पेसिफिकली डोमेस्टिक डिक्लाइन हुआ है, ठीक है।
Okay.
एक्सपोर्ट्स तो इंक्रीज ही हुआ है, export surge and domestic declines led to a muted start in passenger vehicles, ऐसा भी लिख सकते हो। हेडिंग शुड बी क्वाइट अट्रैक्टिव, ठीक है। बाकी लिखने में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। मैंने बोला था कि ऐसा जब करते हो तो फोटो में 3 4, ये ठीक है। अभी प्रॉब्लम क्या है ना, इसमें बहुत सारे व्हाइट स्पेसेस, देखो बहुत सारे व्हाइट स्पेस रह जाते हैं, यूजुअली रह जाता है। तो हम क्या बोलते हैं स्पेसिफिकली, जब बोलते हैं तो 1 साल का पूरा पूरा डाल देना यहाँ पे, मार्च से अप्रैल से मार्च तक, या फिर हम प्रेजेंट करते हैं तो ईयर टू डेट करते हैं, अप्रैल से अगस्त, अप्रैल से अगस्त, ऐसे 2 4 डाल तो क्या है वो थोड़ा दिख जाता है, अप्रैल से अगस्त कितना हुआ, ये अप्रैल से अगस्त कितना हुआ। या फिर पूरे साल का डाल दो कि ओवरऑल ट्रेंड क्या है, पैसेंजर व्हीकल्स में ट्रेंड क्या है। और सिर्फ इतने चार्ट्स चार्ट्स नहीं होते, चार्ट्स के ऊपर कुछ लिखना होता है। ये क्या, स्लाइटली अप 0.8%, डोमेस्टिक यहाँ पे नहीं होता, डोमेस्टिक यहाँ पे होता है। मैं ये पढ़ने वाला हूँ, आई एम नॉट रीडिंग योर दिस आइटम। ये भी मैंने बोला था यहाँ पे नहीं लिखना है, हेडिंग डाल के लिखना है। तुम बताओ एग्जिबिट अगर मुझे सिर्फ यही पढ़ना होगा सिद्धार्थ, कैन यू टेल मी क्या है ये? अब 37% ईयर ऑन ईयर, अगर सिर्फ इतना ही पढ़ना होगा मेरे को तो, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय दिस?
So it doesn't mean anything.
कुछ नहीं मतलब, एक्सपोर्ट पीवी एक्सपोर्ट यहाँ पे नहीं लिखना 37%, यहाँ पे CAGR करके देखना, यहाँ पे दिखना है ग्रोथ चार्ट डाल के कि 37% ग्रोथ हुआ है। यहाँ पे डिक्लाइन, मेक अ लाइन लाइक दिस एंड डिक्लाइन ऑफ 8.4%। एंड फिर ऑब्वियसली हमेशा रीजंस होते हैं, ये तो दिखे एक्सपोर्ट का दिया है तुमने रीजन, डोमेस्टिक का भी रीजन होता है, ऐसे ही चार्ट नहीं डालने होता है, इसके ऊपर कोई रीजन होता है क्या हुआ ये। 2 डेसिमल यहाँ पे, 2 डेसिमल यहाँ पे, 1 डेसिमल यहाँ पे, 2 डेसिमल वापस। वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू हैव द फॉर्मेट। तुम्हारा, मैं बोलता ना सिद्धांत, तुम्हारा रिपोर्ट कोई पढ़ने वाला है नहीं, तुम कितना भी एनालिसिस करना, वो आखिर यही बोलने वाला है प्रेजेंट करो, कोई पढ़ने वाला है नहीं। मैंने भी लाइफ में मेरे रिपोर्ट भी मैंने खुद कभी रीड नहीं किए, ना कभी जूनियर्स के आने के हमने कभी रीड किए थे। हमारा ध्यान इसी पे होने का कि ये प्रेजेंट बराबर कर सकता है कि नहीं। एंड हम यही खोलेंगे, रिपोर्ट खोलेंगे, हाँ सिद्धांत प्रेजेंट करो रिपोर्ट, हमको पढ़ने को टाइम नहीं है। तुम जब ये प्रेजेंट करने जाओगे तुमको पता ही नहीं बोल क्या रहे हो तुम, लाइटली 8% क्यों हुआ, एंड आई विल फाइंड, माई आईज विल फाइंड वेयर हैव यू रिटन डोमेस्टिक में क्या हुआ है। तो जब डालते हो तो स्टार्ट विद इंडस्ट्री, फिर इंडस्ट्री से फिर तुम आओ तुम्हारे इंडस्ट्री, पहले पहले इंडस्ट्री के बारे में बोलना है। 4 व्हीलर है तो 4 व्हीलर पूरा इंडस्ट्री के बारे में लिखना है कि पूरे इंडस्ट्री का सेल्स कैसे हुआ, फिर उसमें एक्सपोर्ट्स क्या हुआ, डोमेस्टिक क्या हुआ। चाहिए तो हिस्टोरिकल ट्रेंड भी डालो कि 1 साल में क्या चेंजेस हुए थे इसमें। तो वो पूरे पूरे इसका डिटेल यहाँ पे होता है, एक एक चार्ट पे। फर्स्ट तुमको समझना चाहिए कि डोमेन पूरा कितना बिकता है, एंड विद द ग्रोथ रेट्स, ऑलवेज विद द ग्रोथ रेट्स। एंड चार्ट्स डालते हो तो चार्ट्स पे हमेशा एक हेडिंग होता है, एंड देन यू कम टू कॉम्पिटिटर्स। फिर कंपनी स्पेसिफिक यहाँ पे, जैसे तुमने ये बराबर है, इतना बड़ा क्यों है ये, काफी छोटा होना चाहिए। यहाँ पे हमने बोला था छोड़ना है, किधर है वो, मैंने बोला था यू हैव टू लीव वन स्पेस, ये था ना, मैंने डाला है ना वो रिपोर्ट उसमें ग्रुप में।
Yes, sir.
तो फिर कहाँ पे तुम्हारा, आई शो यू,
So I will change. So I have made this report before you send that sample. That's all.
ओके भाई, हमने क्लास में किया ना, उस दिन बताया ना मैंने। देन ऐसा क्यों होता है तुम्हारा मिस्टेक्स? बिकॉज देखो सिद्धांत, मैं तो आखिर एट द एंड में तुमको प्रेजेंट ही करने वाला हूँ, मैं ये सब पढ़ने वाला हूँ नहीं, बिकॉज मुझे टाइम नहीं है। मैं सिर्फ ये देखूंगा कि मुझे इसमें क्या मिल रहा है, इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें। और मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि डोंट सेंड मी एज अ प्रोफेसर कि सर आप देख लो मैंने क्या गलती किया है। नेवर डू दैट मिस्टेक। ये एक मिस्टेक्स मैंने कॉलेजेस में देखे हैं, इन एमबीए कॉलेजेस। पीपल सेंड मी लाइक अ प्रोफेसर। इफ यू ट्रीट मी एज अ प्रोफेसर, आई विल टीच यू एज अ स्टूडेंट। सो प्रोफेसर एंड टीचर में देर इज नो जॉब्स गारंटी। When you teach something, I started all this to make sure that you work like an analyst, don't work like a student. Those who are sending me the reports, always send an analysis of the report. Don't just send an Excel file and say, sir देखो क्या देखो, I have sent this Excel file, have a look at it. I am not here to check your mistakes. Mistakes तो होने ही वाले हैं, that's for sure. But always make an analysis at the end, always write which is readable. Then it will make me excited to open your file and read it. एवरी टाइम फॉर्मेट, यू डोंट से सर फॉर्मेट बाद में करूंगा, पहले फॉर्मेट है, तुम्हारा एनालिसिस मुझे चाहिए ही नहीं, बिकॉज आई हैव रिसर्च मोर देन यू। ये एक ऐसा बोल रहा हूँ मैं, ऐसा मार्केट में होता है कि दे डोंट वांट एनालिसिस, दे डैम केयर अबाउट एनालिसिस। तुम कर रहे हो, इट इज अ गुड साइन दैट तुम कर रहे हो। सिर्फ रिपोर्ट मत भेजो, सर रिपोर्ट भेज दिया अभी, हैव अ लुक एट द रिपोर्ट। इफ योर फॉर्मेट इज नॉट प्रॉपर, you will never be able to excel in the career, because entirely the salary depends on how you present yourself. It is not on what you write. And वो भी writing भी है, as I said, writing should be in a part of presentation. तो वैसे ना, you present any garbage, write any random things on your paper. It has nothing to do, but the format is important. And even if you present a garbage in a proper way, it is accepted, because as a fresher, I assume that you will not know the analysis, and I totally agree on it. I come onto that you are making an effort to do something. That is what people require nowadays in the industry. They want someone who says, this guy is doing something. Now, currently, I have 7 openings, 3, 4, 6 openings rather. I don't have anyone to recommend because of this problem. I will say, sorry, I cannot refer him. तुम मेल करो, देखो रिप्लाई आता तो आ जाए. I cannot say कि मेरा स्टूडेंट है, इसको ले लो. And I want to say ना कि मेरा स्टूडेंट मुझे बोलता ही नहीं कि you are my student, you are my mentee. If you're not giving in an analyst way, assuming I want to send this to a client. Now others also on the call, those are sending me reports. Make sure मुझे वो client को send करना है. Don't send me as a professor. Sir, this is I have punched, this numbers I have punched, this analysis I have done. You have a look at it before sending to the client. So I want this kind of attitude rather than, let's say your every report I'm sending to a recruiter. Just assume in that way. Every report is sent to the recruiter. Because you don't believe, our past students who have been placed, they called me and they are saying that, sir, do we have our students? Because our manager is asking, and since we are from the class, we know that, sir, you teach very, very well. So I will expect that, sir, you give me some students. Now, I actually don't have students. 6 openings in Mumbai. 6 openings rather. Yesterday, how many I'm posting? How many reports openings I posted? Almost 3, 4. Plus few of my from my personal references. 2, 3 openings are yet to come. They are saying that, Rishabh, we want a student, but in December. They already tell me that, Rishabh, just find students, just have a look at it, who is doing tasks on a daily basis, who is interested in doing things. We want to hire him. But now what happens if I send someone who has not done anything, they will never come back to me. That is my huge problem. And I want it कि तुम जाओ तो clear ही होके जाओ. ऐसा नहीं है कि बस जाके fail हो जाए. Because with my reference, probably you will not fail unless you do some shit in the interviews. कि बहुत कुछ खराब ही कर दिया. Okay. So guys, please be serious, or else it doesn't make sense to spend this much of time and come every day. Or else I will say weekends की classes चल रहे, आ जाना weekends पे. I like this because see, काफी ज्यादा interaction होता है. You talk, We talk in probably we improve our English. You talk something, you speak something. I tell you, this is how analysis can be done. So many different things that we learn on a daily basis. Plus, in the evening, you improve on your speaking skills. So, but I also read something from you. सिर्फ क्लास करके it will never happen that you come class में attend करो and then I say कि वो जॉब है सर हमको जॉब दे दो. मैं नहीं देने I will tell you I'm not giving you the jobs. Okay, you don't know, you don't believe. MBA colleges recruiters nowadays call me and they say that, sir, we are seeing that you are giving jobs. I am not giving jobs. It is the byproduct where people are able to place themselves. Yeah, I'm just referring them कि यहाँ पे opening है चले जाओ, and they are getting the roles. So it's the byproduct of the training that you are doing. They think that I am a recruiter and I am charging money. I will tell you frankly, I am not charging anything, okay, from the recruiters. Obviously not I'm charging from you. Place हो गया तो हमको पैसा दे दो. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this for growth of the society. So please, you also do it. Varna, it doesn't make any sense. Okay. Anyone else or last news?
Sir, actually, I got call from Karthik.
He called you?
So yeah, he told me that कि वो सब मतलब कि reports भेज दो और हर एक चीज. So I sent him. So उन्होंने वही मतलब बताया कि ठीक है, we will keep your interview, might be tomorrow or today itself.
Okay.
So घाटकोपर में तो उन्होंने बताया कि ऐसा ऐसा है. हाँ. तो वो बोल रहे थे मतलब कि वो सैलरी का बता रहे थे कि अप्रोक्सीमेटली जब मैं ज्वाइन करने लगा था तो वो 3.54 का था, बट दे गेव मी 4.5. सो यू कैन आस्क फॉर लाइक 5 6 व्हाटएवर, बट वो डिपेंड करता है कि उनका क्या है, क्या अंडरस्टैंडिंग है. I sent him the TCPL का रिपोर्ट. सो ही टोल्ड मी कि जो रेवेन्यू का प्रोजेक्शन लिया है 10% ही थ्रू आउट क्यों लिया है. तो मैंने बोल दिया बिकॉज आई वाज लर्निंग एट दैट टाइम ओनली मॉडलिंग, वो हर एक चीज टैली करने के लिए, तो इसीलिए खाली 10% अभी ब्लैंक लिया है. जब उसका रिसर्च करेंगे और अच्छे से कि ओके हर एक सेगमेंट कितने से ग्रो होगा, तब उसको डेटा इनपुट कर देंगे. और साथ ही साथ में जो ये पीपी स्केड्यूल का था, तो वो बोले थे 2 क्यों है, तो मैंने बताया कि वो हम लोग 2 बनाते हैं ना, इसीलिए मतलब पहले एक बार उससे नॉर्मल बनाया था और फिर ये वाला. तो वो अभी इंटरव्यू होगा उसका. और सर मेरे को वो जो बैंड्रा वाला था ना, उनका अभी तक कॉल नहीं आया है.
बैंड्रा वाला कौन था?
वो
अच्छा
कौन
बैंड्रा
आदित्य.
आदित्य ना.
हाँ
नहीं वो उसको से कोई मिल गया है. Probably
अच्छा.
इंटरव्यूज लाइंड अप हो रहे हैं उनके.
ओके. तो मतलब कि अभी मतलब वो उधर से कॉल आने वाला है कि क्या हो, मतलब ऐसा
पता नहीं,
कुछ.
मैं वापस पूछता उसको. मेरे को तो बोला कि
चलेगा.
मैं लुकिंग एट वी आर इवैल्यूएटिंग ऐसा बोला था.
अच्छा ठीक है चलेगा. मैं बोला कि मैं पूछ लेता हूँ, क्योंकि कैसा है मतलब ये वाला चीज करने के साथ ही साथ में कैसे मेरे को थोड़ा अभी मेरा एमबीए का भी एग्जाम्स आने वाले हैं ना, तो उसकी भी
ओके
पढ़ाई चल रही है. तो वही मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि क्या चीज मतलब प्रायोरिटाइज कैसे करूँ अच्छे से, क्योंकि फिर वो हर एक चीज को करना पड़ेगा ना, वो इंटरव्यू का भी प्रेपरेशन, रिपोर्ट भी बनाना, फिर पढ़ाई भी, असाइनमेंट भी, ये सब भी है इसीलिए. ठीक है सर, मैं देखता हूँ क्या. हाँ यस यस. थैंक यू सर. बाय.
So I have a doubt.
Yeah.
So I have not when we work on the actual report, on the automobile industry. So I was just curious, can I develop only on the car segment of a particular company, or should I include the two-wheeler and three-wheeler and four-wheeler, everything? Or can I be specific about three-wheelers or two-wheelers or four-wheelers?
Is it 2, 4, 2, 3 and 4 तो करना ही है, because features are available very easily. Commercial vehicles you can avoid because we don't buy commercial vehicles, so हमको पता नहीं वो segment में ऐसा क्या चल रहा है. That we can avoid.
Okay. तो मतलब मारुति और नेक्सा को कर सकते हैं, बट मारुति कमर्शियल छोड़ देंगे.
हाँ, कमर्शियल जस्ट अवॉइड कि मारुति भी बेच रहा है, बट ओके, नॉट टू टॉक मच अबाउट इट.
ओके सर, थैंक यू.
Sir,
हाँ.
so in this report, I have to like write the whole thing, or I have to make the format.
नहीं, फॉर्मेटिंग पहले तो फॉर्मेट पे फोकस कर, राइटिंग तो बाद में देख लेंगे वो. ठीक.
Okay.
ओके, दैट कैन बी एनी टाइम एडिटेड. वो तो कैसे बोलूंगा कि सीधा ऐसा ऐसा लिख दो, तो यू कैन एडिट इट एनी टाइम.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir, I have a doubt. Related to the news that was like there in the Financial Express as well, and even in the meeting today in the morning, someone also mentioned about inventories and the past of the stocks they have already in there. So I just wanted to know how does that GST has to like do with the past inventories and everything, whereas the GST comes on the bill. So I
Yeah,
haven't really
so
understood that
Rohit, it is
concept.
coming in the news now on a daily basis that what about the past inventories in FMCG is coming. You're not reading the newspapers. Today
Yeah,
और आज भी था एक न्यूज़पेपर में
आज
आर्टिकल.
हाँ आज भी था वही where
हाँ,
the the finance minister met with the people from Delhi as well, Mumbai. So the people raised their concerns related to that. So वो थोड़ा न्यूज़ मतलब समझ में ही नहीं आया ऐसा.
पढ़ा था न्यूज़ में आया है, कितने बार आया है न्यूज़ में. They are saying that लास्ट प्रोडक्ट जो पहले के प्रोडक्ट्स है they are allowed to sell at the new rate. उस पे सेस का they will get an exemption.
Okay.
But past inventory पे GST input तो मिल रहा है, so that will that affect much? Because of course जिनका कच्चे में काम है उनको लॉस होगा, पर जो प्रॉपरली बिलिंग एंड पक्के में काम करते हैं उनको तो कुछ उतना इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ना है.
हाँ नहीं पढ़ा ना, वो बात कर दी ना वो लोग ने. पहले था ना कि जीएसटी इनपुट था तो फिर कम होता है ना, तुमने 18% भरा तुमको कम मिल रहा था, बट नाउ दे हैव मेंटेन्ड इट.
या मतलब वो जीएसटी इनपुट ले सकते हैं, पहले 18
हाँ
था 5 हो गया तो 13% का जीएसटी इनपुट उनको
इनपुट ले
मिलेगा.
सकते हैं. हाँ यस, या फिर वो रिफंड आएगा, ऐसा कुछ आया था बड़ा आर्टिकल. दे विल रिफंड द
रिफंड नहीं
अमाउंट.
आएगा सर,
रिफंड
जीएसटी
में
इनपुट
इनपुट
मिलेगा.
मिलेगा. हाँ इनपुट
हाँ.
मिलेगा वही. दे कैन क्लेम द, अभी परसेंटेज पे नहीं, दे कैन क्लेम द एंटायर अमाउंट, ऐसा था.
करेक्ट.
Sir, there is one news on entry level cars, sir.
हाँ सुशांत बोलो.
Yes, sir. The entry level cars price fall below 4 lakh for the first time in 5 years. So the small cars that are having 1200 cc petrol, less than 1200 cc petrol and less than 1500 cc diesel and length of less than 4 meter now have 18% GST and 1 to 3% cess will be removed. So tax have fallen around 10 to 13%, allowing this entry level car to fall below 4 lakh rupees. And this lower price due to GST and combined festive discounts have already increased booking and are expected to revive demand in entry level car segments. And automakers have passed on the price, boosting consumer interest, and small car buyer are very price sensitive, so GST price could higher demands. So expected to revive small car sales, which had fallen from 74% market share in financial year 2018 to 22 in financial year 2025 due to rising SUV demand and affordability. So here the Maruti will benefit the most from GST 2.0 as it dominates the small car segment with around 70% market shares. As the popular brand are Alto, Swift, Wagoner, Espresso. And Tata will gain from the models like Tiago, Tagore, Altroz, and Punch. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Siddharth, so we are talking on this, this the news, probably we are seeing that there is a demand in the small cars and वही चल रहा है बार बार. जीएसटी कट है तो probably it will help to revive the demand of small cars. So ये काफी सालों से चल रहा था and now it has picked up. You see the Maruti price 15-20% बढ़ गया है लास्ट एक महीने में.
Yes, sir, stock.
Yeah, stock price, yes. Okay, okay guys. So we'll
सर
wrap up. Any doubts? Any doubts, yeah.
5 मिनट आपसे बात कर सकता हूँ कॉल के बाद.
हाँ ठीक है, कॉल पे करो ना, तो मैं सब जाने के बाद कॉल. ठीक है.
ओके सर.
Okay guys, thank you so much. See you tomorrow, same time, same time.